the battle over abortion rights in the United States has taken another dramatic turn. The Trump administration has officially dropped a lawsuit that sought to ensure access to emergency abortions in Idaho, a state with one of the most restrictive abortion bans in the country. This decision has significant implications for women's healthcare, state policies, and the ongoing legal fight over reproductive rights. The Biden administration initially brought the lawsuit against Idaho, arguing that federal law required hospitals to provide emergency abortion care in situations where a woman's health or life was at risk. The Supreme Court had previously allowed a temporary ruling that permitted hospitals in Idaho to continue offering emergency abortions under those circumstances. However, the Trump administration's Department of Justice has now moved to dismiss the case, signaling a major shift in federal policy. While the immediate impact of this decision is somewhat limited due to a separate lawsuit brought by St. Luke's Hospital System in Idaho, which has secured a temporary restraining order against the state's abortion ban, the long-term consequences remain uncertain. Legal experts suggest that the dismissal of the federal case could embolden other states to impose similarly strict abortion bans, potentially limiting access to life-saving medical care for pregnant women across the country. Idaho's Attorney General Raul Labrador praised the Trump administration's move, stating that the Department of Justice's involvement was an unnecessary interference in state law. Anti-abortion activists also welcomed the decision, with groups like Susan B. Anthony Pro-Life America celebrating the end of what they described as Biden's weaponization of the federal government. On the other hand, reproductive rights advocates expressed outrage. Nancy Northup, CEO of the Center for Reproductive Rights, called the move indefensible and a dramatic change in government policy. Critics argue that by allowing states like Idaho to enforce near-total abortion bans without exception for health-related complications, women could face life-threatening situations without access to necessary medical care. This latest development highlights the broader implications of state-level abortion restrictions, following the Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. With individual states now determining their own abortion policies, the country remains sharply divided on the issue. While Trump's campaign has repeatedly stated that abortion policy should be left to the states, his administration's latest actions demonstrate a willingness to back restrictive state measures. Idaho remains one of the most extreme examples, permitting abortion only when the mother's life is at direct risk, but not in cases where serious health complications arise. This has already led to cases where pregnant women were forced to leave the state via emergency airlifts to receive necessary care. Doctors have expressed deep concerns over the legal risks they face when making urgent medical decisions, as Idaho's law carries severe criminal penalties for performing an abortion outside of its narrow restrictions. As legal battles over abortion access continue to unfold, all eyes will be on the upcoming hearing for the St. Luke's lawsuit. The outcome could determine whether emergency abortion care remains accessible in Idaho, or if the state will be allowed to enforce one of the strictest bans in the nation. Stay tuned for further updates on this critical issue, and don't forget to subscribe for the latest news on reproductive rights, healthcare policies, and political developments.